Day. I am Joe on the day watch here at the Fleetweather Ocean Routing Center here in New York. Today is the 29th of November. It is 19Z, and today I'm going to be giving an update on the potential tropical cyclone activity within the Bay of Bengal. Starting off with looking at the Joint Typhoon Warning Center, we do see that they do have a Invest 95B, which is labeled as a low chance of development within the next 24 hours. However, kind of as we go across this little brief, we will see that there is the ingredients for this system to continue to develop within the Bay of Bengal as it tracks more towards the west-northwest over the coming days. And we will see kind of this system begin to slowly start to get more organized and begin to kind of rapidly intensify as it begins to near the eastern coastline of India over the coming days. Over to the forecast product provided by the RSMC New Delhi office, we can see that the system is currently along the southern extent of the Bay of Bengal, and we can see that the next 24 to 48 hours that the system will be tracking towards that kind of west-northwest and then shifting towards a more northwesterly heading. We can see that the system, as it begins to track further in towards the central portions of the Bay of Bengal, shows signs of intensifying, as we do have by the 30th at 0Z. The system is up to 25 knots, classifying it as a depression. And then we see that as the system continues to track towards the northwest, that it does intensify into a deep depression by the 1st at 0Z, reaching intensities of 30 knot winds. And then by the 2nd at 0Z, we see the system has reached 35 knots, classifying it as a cyclonic storm. Taking a look now at the latest satellite loop provided by SIMS, we can see that a large portion of the convection is offset to the northwest of the center of the system. However, just on these last few frames of the satellite loop, we do see that we do have some flaring convection just to the east of the center of the system. We look now at the latest environmental factors around this center of the Invest. We do see that the system is in a region of low shear, which is very indicative of the potential for further intensification, as we do have the system moving towards the northwest over the coming days, which again will be within a region of low shear. And then looking at the color gradient behind, we have our sea surface temperatures. We do currently have the system within 28 degrees Celsius waters. And then as it continues again to move towards the northwest, it will move into a region of 29 degrees Celsius sea surface temperature. And then that again will be indicative of further tropical cyclone development. Shifting over to weather model data, we are now looking at the GEFS ensemble data. And currently we can see that over the next 48 hours that there is largely good agreement that the system is going to be heading towards the northwest. From that 48 to 70 hour or 72 hour period, we do see that the system kind of shifts more towards a westerly heading, and there is largely a more of a disagreement of where the system will be heading, as we kind of do have more of the kind of spaghetti starting to show. And then from 72 hours and beyond, we kind of have a very large amount of disagreement between the different ensemble members, as we kind of have forecast tracks all over the place, making all that spaghetti. So kind of we're going to have to keep a very close eye on the system over the next 72 hours, and then keep a very close eye on it beyond that 72-hour period, as there is very large disagreement between the ensemble members in where this system is going to be heading, and along with its intensity as well. Taking a look now at our in-house product, which is based around the GFS. Currently, we do have our Invest just along the southern portions of the Bay of Bengal. Currently, this is the 30th at 0Z, and every time I advance forward in time, it'll be in 12-hour increments. So again, just like the kind of RSMC forecast plot was showing, the system's kind of slow to develop till about the 2nd at 0Z, which we do have our cyclonic storm now showing signs in the forecast. And then again, once we get beyond that 48-hour period, as we push to 72, kind of shifts more towards a westerly heading, showing signs of continuing to further develop and intensify. And then once we push beyond that 72-hour period, we do see the system again shift towards the north, which the ensemble members were showing. However, beyond this period, there's very large discrepancies as far as the intensity and track of the system. But as of the current GFS model, the system does look to kind of ride up along the eastern portions or the eastern coastline of India, looking to largely potentially make landfall on the 6th at 0Z along the northeastern portions of Odisha. And then after kind of coastline. The system looks to continue to track more towards the northeast, and then again making landfall along the border of India and Bangladesh. And with that, this has been your Bay of Bengal Tropics update. Please make sure to subscribe to our channel and follow us on LinkedIn to receive all the latest weather and routing news. Once again, this is Joe Antelo from the Fleetweather Ocean Routing Center. Stay connected and safe.